Hey gang, Spada coming at you, and this time we are taking a look at commemorative series Grapple. Grapple is a yellow hook truck, and this is the box, so let's go ahead and get this sucker opened. Now, like most of the commemorative series, both Japanese and US, I keep the figure in box because that is how I wish to display the figure. It's just a personal preference. So here is Grapple. He is a yellow crane truck, and oddly enough, he looks exactly like the Autobot Hauler, H-A-U-L-E-R, that showed up with no robot mode in More Than Meets the Eye Part 2 or 3. Can't remember which. But he is a working crane truck, so he does have a crane. Yay, crane! So let's go ahead and get him transformed. He has his transformation is actually not as simple as you would think. It is a bit more complex than even I remembered when I was a kid. So we have that. Put those forward. Unclip from there. Bring this whole section forward and flip out the feet, rotate the feet out. This is where things get interesting. So this whole part collapses, and the crane will rotate completely around like that. Then you take this and you flip up the head. Well, actually, you flip around the head like that, and that pegs in right there, and you bring the crane down. Now, this is the exact same transformation as Autobot Inferno, who is a fire truck, a ladder fire truck, but still, it's very cool. So what you could do here is you can either use one of these missiles for one of the hands, which is the way I believe you should have the figure, but just because I want to keep the trees, the missiles on the trees, I'm going to add the fists here. And he does come with a gun, black little gun, very similar to Prowl's gun with this little piece over the top. I do wish the gun was chrome or a different color than black, but I can deal. But here we go. So his articulation is in and out, 360 on the arms. Nice little elbow here. His other option is launching fists that don't work. I guess the springs don't work. That's going to make getting the fists out interesting. Head has no articulation whatsoever other than kind of a bobblehead thing going. But otherwise, I think this figure's awesome. I know it sounds weird considering I don't like jazz and Prowl's only okay. I love this guy. I don't know what it is. That's what I was doing wrong. You have to push the crane part out just a little bit to finish the snap in. But I love this guy. I just absolutely love him. I don't know why. I guess I'm a sucker for orange-colored robots. I don't know. But he's significantly bigger than Prowl. Prowl and Jazz come up to about here on him. But he is significantly bigger. He has an interesting transformation that goes from car to robot, or from truck to robot. And you really wouldn't guess that either mode does something else. I mean, it really is a robot in disguise. My only complaint, and the only real negative against the figure, is the fact that he has detachable fists. I hate that. It's something that I've always hated about G1. But what are you going to do? Now, with this figure, I wanted to mention rubber wheels. Very cool. Lots of nice detail. And like I said, my real main negative against the figure is the detachable fists, which in this case are supposed to be on springs, but I don't think there are actual springs in here. In fact, looking in there, I don't even see any. So they just kind of go in and lock in. Oh well. I could have shot the camera with a fist, but rocket punch! Anyway, I totally dig this figure, like I said. I think he's a good figure. I think he's an attractive figure. Inferno also looks very cool. I unfortunately don't have Inferno. But this is part of the second wave of deluxe robot or deluxe Autobot vehicles. Those larger vehicles, I think, are much better toys than the smaller ones. Like Trailbreaker. Trailbreaker, I don't think, is a smaller one. But hey, you know what? If you can find this guy on eBay, or you see him or Inferno at a yard sale or something, pick him up. He's worth it. He looks great on the shelf. He's a great, fun toy to have. Plus, this guy is resilient. I mean, this is good quality plastic, and he looks cool. Plus, I don't know, I just have a thing for yellow robots. Just a quick thing on Grapple that I have actually never noticed before. This is definitely Diaclone. You know why? You can flip that open, and there's a driver's seat. So that adds to the awesomeness. So if you've got a small enough little figure, he can drive Grapple. Still, very cool figure. Pick him up.